Deaths from opioid overdoses are on the rise nationally and also on the rise in Connecticut. Jenny Urban, a member of the New Canaan Parent Support Group, is about to introduce us to something that we can have in our own homes that can help save lives every day. NARCAN. Jenny.
In Connecticut this year, opioid overdoses are expected to average between 1,000 and 1,500 cases. If you have a friend, loved one, or a family member who may be at risk for an opioid overdose, NARCAN can be part of your safety plan. NARCAN is a nasal spray, an antidote for an emergency opioid overdose, and it is readily available at all of the pharmacies in New Canaan. You can just walk in and request NARCAN from the pharmacist. If you prefer more privacy, you can give a note to the pharmacist requesting it. Since NARCAN is a prescribed medication, your name and health insurance information should be included on the note. Most insurance companies cover the cost with a small copay fee. The pharmacist will then show you how to administer NARCAN.
Hi, I'm Vanessa, and I'm an EMT with New Canaan EMS. I'm here actually to show you how to use NARCAN in your home in case someone you love experiences an opioid overdose. This is NARCAN nasal spray, and it is the NARCAN that you can get at any pharmacy in New Canaan. So for today's demonstration, I'm going to show you with this kind because it's what's available here in town. Each box comes with 2 doses. The doses come in a sealed blister pack. And, each blister pack has 1 dose. So it looks like a little sprayer, and that's exactly what it is. So the steps to take if someone in your home becomes unresponsive, meaning you can't wake them up, they are what you might think of as unconscious. You say their name, you shake them, and nothing seems to change. And you have reason to suspect that it might be an opioid overdose. What you need to do first is call 911. So call 911, talk to the dispatcher. It's really scary calling 911 for a lot of people, but don't be afraid to tell them exactly where you are as best you can, because that's how help gets to you fast, and you're going to need help. No matter how the NARCAN administration goes, you're going to need an ambulance. So the most important thing is call 911, tell them where you are. If you remember, let them know you have NARCAN because the dispatchers are trained to talk you through it. So if you get freaked out, they'll walk you right through it. So you're on the phone, got it on speaker. Yep, I'm in the basement. I'm in the basement of my house. Tell them to come down to the basement when they get through the front door. Don't worry about the front door should be open. So see how I'm really giving them details about where to find me. Now I'm going to get ready to administer NARCAN. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that the patient is on their back. And this particular patient is our EMS mascot. He's a demonstration dummy, so he's a little stiff, and you'll notice when I roll him over that it doesn't look very lifelike. What we're going to do is we're going to straighten his head, we're going to tilt it back, he's already lying on his back, and I'm going to take the first dose, 1 blister pack of NARCAN out of the box. I peel it open, I take out the little canister, I place my thumb in that middle section, and I place my 2 fingers on either side of this is the little spout that the medicine comes out of. And now I've peeled it, I'm going to place it in the nostril. I'm going to make a note of which nostril I'm using. And finally, I'm going to press the plunger with my thumb and hold it for a few seconds. I've done that. I'm waiting a few seconds. I remove it, and perhaps the patient starts to make sounds. It can be pretty quick. But if they're not there yet, you're going to roll them on their side, kind of in that left resting position. This is where our mascot doesn't look very rested. But you would hold the person on their left side, and this is just to protect their airway. You're going to check the time. You might still be on the phone with the dispatcher who's walking you through this. Again, you don't have to remember this. You know help is on the way. If 2 minutes go by and the patient hasn't started moaning, talking, waking up, opening their eyes, moving their legs, if they're still totally unresponsive, you call them and say, hey, 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 and they don't wake up, you go back, place them on their back, replace that head tilt back, little bit tilted back like that. You're gonna get your second blister pack, take it out, peel it back, open it, take your medication, place your thumb, fingers on either side, go to the second nostril, place it in the nostril, press, hold for a few seconds, remove, and then back to that left recumbent resting position, knowing that help is on the way. So when you administer Narcan, the patient might wake up. That is not a reason to cancel the ambulance or to cancel the 911 call, because anybody who's administered Narcan needs to get to a hospital, no matter what the outcome of the Narcan is. So continue getting help. And if the person does not become responsive after the second dose, you know that help is coming, and the dispatcher on the 911 call will walk you through your next steps.